Hi, we're working on Grade 3, Module 5, or fractions. Our page today is comparing fractions on the number line input page. Okay, so grab this page and let's get started. Our first sentence says, you can use a blank to compare fractions. Well, you can use a number line, which is what today is all about. You can use a number line to compare fractions. Next sentence. The closer a fraction is to blank, the smaller it is. The closer a fraction is to 0. So number lines are really helpful because they show us how close a fraction is to 0, and we can use that to compare it to other fractions for the size. Okay, so I've got 1/3 and 4/6. You can see that thirds are already done for me on my number line, so I need to put in 6ths. You can show 6ths on a number line by cutting thirds in half. Then I label them. The first line is 1/6. The second line, which is also 1/3, is 2/6. Then 3/6 in the middle, then 4/6, then 5/6. Okay, so that's what it would look like. Now it's really easy to see by circling. I'm going to use a red pen or red pencil and circle 1/3 and 4/6, and you can see that 1/3 is much closer to 0 than 4/6. So 1/3 is less than 4/6. Okay, let's do it again. So now I've got 2/3 and 3/4, and thirds are shown on the number line, but fourths aren't. Fourths and thirds don't have anything in common between 0 and 1, so I just need to draw the fourths on there. I do that by marking the middle between 0 and 1, and then I cut from 0 to that line in half. And then I cut from that line to 1 in half. So there are my fourths marks, and I'm going to label them. 1/4, 2/4, 3/4. Okay, so that's what it should look like. And I'm going to take my pencil and I'm going to circle 2/3 and 3/4. These are closer together than before, but I can still see that 2/3 is closer to 0 than 3/4. So I know that 2/3 is less than 3/4. Okay, down below, I have a challenge. I am comparing 8ths and thirds. Thirds are already on the number line for me, so I need to make 8ths. I make 8ths by making fourths, and then by cutting each of those fourths in half. So I've got 1/8, 2/8, 3/8, 4/8, 5/8, 6/8, 7/8. Okay, now I'm ready to just check in my work here. Okay, yes. Now I'm ready to get my pencil and I'm going to circle 5/8 and 1/3. And you can see that 1/3 is closer to 0 than 5/8. I think the most challenging part using this method is drawing on the number line. Honestly, that I think is the hardest part of this. If you have all the numbers on a number line for you, it should be really easy because you're just seeing which one is the closest to 0. Okay, it's time to tackle that output page. I'll see you next time.